Hello, hello. I'm going to give it a second till someone joins because I put the microphone on late. I want to make sure that it's working. Hopefully it is. But Hannah is at work. She's about to get home, and I'm taking her out to eat. So we're going live for a little bit with Lila, the monocle cobra. So I don't have much time, but enough time to spend with you and Lila. Craig, what's going on? Is the audio working, Craig? Street Beast, what's going on, brother? What's up, Toothlesszilla? I need to get the laptop in here so I can see the comments from back there. Yeah, I was watching the fighting. What's her name? The redhead. Hostility. That was the best. All right, there we go. All right, guys, it's Lila, the monocle cobra. She's in shed right now. Look at her locked on to me. Street is a fire chicken. Let me show you the eyes. Hopefully she doesn't fall. In shed, growing quickly. Ooh, boy. Thank you, brother. If I knew you were around, I would have brought B-Pack out. But she's the snake. Ralph once asked me if I had to get rid of all of them, which ones are ones I could never live without. This is one of them. But honestly, I can't live without any of them. But Lila I've had for so long. She's the best. Yeah, they're definitely my favorite to handle. It's more personality. Just the behaviors while handling. But the vipers, the patterns, unbeatable. It's so hard to pick a favorite. But yeah, definitely handling wise, definitely the cobras. But she's definitely getting big. If you guys know the albino monocle cobras that I have, they're massive. And probably the biggest ones I've ever seen, let alone work with. Yeah, Toothlesszilla. The Western Diamondback I have is named after Toothlesszilla. The Western Diamondbacks I have are very defensive, but they're still super beautiful. And Judith, I saw you say something. Let me check what you said because I'm glad you love the cobras. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done a live. This is responding to your earlier message. Yeah, I have dealt with a massive 14-foot king cobra and one that's probably 10 foot. I don't know. Yeah, I heard Lila and Pumpkin want to meet one day. There's a beautiful cobra that you're going to see in an upcoming video named Pumpkin. Most beautiful cobra ever, thanks to Ralph. I've never been bitten, Cheryl. Look at how my thoughts go everywhere. Yeah, but Steve, the king cobras, just their size And since they feed on snakes, not really my thing. But they're definitely cool. Yeah, toothless. Wait till you see Pumpkin. All black. Very beautiful. Even more beautiful than BeiBei. But Ralph's snakes are super beautiful. Yeah, gaboons are awesome. Let me see if I might have given it away, but let me check something really quick. Give it away. It was a massive gaboon viper shed. The biggest gaboon I've ever worked with, seen. Massive. 5 foot plus. I have, hang on a second. Thomas, BeiBei's doing good. I would have brought him in, especially if I knew Steve from Street Beefs would be here. And yeah, he's doing good. Must boot Pumpkin. Judith, I have other snakes, but most of them are venomous. The only ones that aren't venomous are the rainbow boa, which I fed today. Such a beautiful snake. Well, thank you, Judith. That means a lot. That's awesome. Have you seen the rubber boa before? They're really cool. Thomas, yeah, the rainbow boa won't hesitate to bite. Yeah, when I went to Yellowstone, I tried to find some, but I didn't find any. They're definitely super cool, though. After Shadow the Hedgehog. Look how still she is right now. Looks fake, huh? Look at that. We have them native in Yellowstone. And the rubber boa. Not the rainbow boa, Thomas. The rubber boa. If that's what you were confused with. You know, Street Beefs, some people will say that. I tend to slightly agree, slightly disagree. I think it's more that the person acts different when they're in shed, expecting it. Because I've held this girl in shed with my hand right beside her face, and yeah. But I think the biggest thing is that the people act different when the snake's in shed. That causes them to act more defensive. But yeah, they can't see as well, so they do react a little differently. And my opinion is not the norm. Well, Judith, this is the only way, really, if she's defensive. She used to not be this defensive until I moved into this house. She used to never really hood up, but usually when I have a cobra out, they never stop moving, and it's very difficult to film with them. In fact, Since I'm going to have to get off soon when Hannah gets home, taking her out to eat, I'm going to go grab a cobra, another one really quick, and bring it in to hopefully give you an example of what it's typically like. But it's going to be, you're going to be alone for a second. All right, Toothlesszilla, take care. Thank you for joining. All right, guys, I'll be very quick, I promise. I'm going to go grab another cobra to show you what it's typically like to film with them. I'll be right back. Thomas, it's not the one that you're thinking of. This one's a sweetheart, but hopefully will do what I want to demonstrate. So this will be as if I'm filming alone, or how I typically film. So here's the snake, banded snouted cobra. I'll take them out. Now, if I want to get close up, this one isn't going to be like all over the place like Thomas was saying, but will be curious just moving around. And now that I mentioned it, look at her. She's sitting pretty still. Every time I mention and want to demonstrate something, the opposite happens. I wish Jesse was in here. He loves this snake. Street beefs. The snakes we have here, there's a lot. There's copperheads, timber rattlesnake. The southern part, there's cottonmouths, milk snakes, hognose snakes, lots of stuff. Yeah, this is a banded snouted cobra, African species. She's a super sweetheart. Let me set her down right here. This is the snake you were thinking, huh, Thomas? But you see what I mean? They'll move and won't sit still. It's very difficult to get close-up video of a lot of the cobras. This snake is just so cool. This, to me, is one of the most beautiful cobra species there are. And also, I believe she's in shed right now, so she's pretty dull. The yellow usually pops out way more, like glowing yellow. Let's look at that belly. All right, man, you take care. I'm glad you're able to join, and I'm sure I will be seeing your stuff soon, and we'll chat again another time. But thanks for joining, man. But yeah, a lot of times when I'm trying to get close up, I'll be holding them by the end like I am right here, and trying to keep them still enough to get close up. But as you can see, it's typically like seconds, and have to clip it and put the seconds together to actually make something worthwhile. But sometimes they, react differently. All depends on how they are. You can see they'll try to come up on their body. This one, like I said, is more curious. Look at her just looking at the camera. What a goofball. But what I was saying is this is one of the most beautiful cobras in my opinion. Some of them aren't this pretty too. Some are very dull and the bands aren't as defined. But she is gorgeous. Now imagine after she sheds, or check out some of the older clips, you'll see how vibrant that yellow is typically. She is, isn't she? Yeah, Thomas, I'll do another live soon. I keep on saying I'll make it a post. I keep on saying that I will make a post beforehand, but I never do. I always just go live. You see that flicker in the light? But hopefully the more that I do it, the more comfortable, and I will try to give you a heads up. But I'll bring BeiBei again out another time. And hopefully, Thomas, you'll be able to join and see BeiBei. Beautiful snake. But I'm going to have to get these put back, take my wife out to dinner. She should be home very soon. But thank you to everyone who did join. Love y'all. I'll go live again soon. Take care, everyone.